So everyone in this room today is a senior in high school. Many of you may be wondering if you should go to college. And if so, should you go to a 2 or 4 year school? Or should you just go out to the workforce? Well, I'm here to persuade you on why you should go to college and you should do it right away. I want to talk to you a little bit about going to college right after high school, how a college education increases your chance of getting hired, and the difference in pay based on your education level. So let's talk about going to college right after high school. It's easy to forget what you learned in high school. Take me, for example, 32 years old. I'm getting back into college, and I've been out of high school for 13 years. So a lot of what I learned, I've forgotten, especially when it comes to the math and the English. I had to take a lower math and a lower English because I was that far behind. Also, you're more likely not to finish your higher education if you don't do it right after high school. According to an article from College Board, only 56% of people who start college after the age of 24 complete their degree. That's compared to 67% who started before the age of 24. Numbers don't lie. It's real easy after the age of 24 to get caught up in life. Many people may be married, already have kids, a job, bills. It's a lot harder to go to school when you have all that responsibility. I'm the prime example. So that's why you should go to college right after high school. So let's talk about how a college education increases your chance of getting hired. So let's say you go get your bachelor's degree. In 2006, only 2.3% of people who had a bachelor's degree were unemployed. By 2012, 82% of people hired had a bachelor's degree. If you compare that to an associate's degree in 2006, 3% were unemployed. By 2012, 77% of people hired had a 2-year degree or an associate's degree. You can already see that your likelihood of getting hired has gone down just from having a bachelor's to associates. So let's talk about just having a high school diploma. Same time frame. In 2006, 4.3% of people with just a high school diploma were unemployed. And by 2012, only 67% of people hired had a high school diploma. So you can see from high school to associate it drops, and from associates to bachelor's degree it drops. So once again, stats don't lie. The higher education level, the more likely you are to get hired. So now that we've talked a little bit about how a college education increases your chance of getting hired, let's move on to the difference of pay depending on your education level. The following figures come from a U.S. Census Bureau and Bureau of Labor article I found online. So once again, I'm going to start with a bachelor's degree. In 2006, the average weekly income for someone with a bachelor's degree was $962. That came out to $50,024 a year. By 2013, it was up to $64,500 per year. Of course, as time goes by, inflation, pay has to go up too. Now, that's with a bachelor's degree. What does it look like if you only have an associate's? In 2006, the average weekly income for someone with an associate's degree was $721, and that came out to $37,492 a year. In 2013, it was $50,000 a year. So from an associate's to a bachelor's, you're losing almost $15,000 a year based on your education level. So now, what about with a high school diploma? Once again, in 2006, the average weekly income for someone with just a high school diploma was $529 a week, and that comes up to $27,508 a year. In 2013, it was up to $41,000 a year. But now let's compare that to an associate's. So in 2013, with a high school diploma, you get $41,000 a year, and with an associate's, averages $50,000 a year. You don't have to be a math whiz to figure that out. $9,000 more a year, and then if you go all the way up to a bachelor's degree, look at the difference. Almost $15,000 a year. It's quite a bit of income, and I know money doesn't buy happiness, but it sure makes things a lot easier the older you get. So, I've talked to you a little bit about why you should get your college education right after high school, how getting a college education increases your chance of getting hired, and the difference in pay based on your education level. And these facts don't lie. They tell the truth. So I know I threw out a lot of numbers and a lot of stats, but the bottom line is If you want to be marketable and you want to get a good job that pays good money, go to college. And don't be like me and wait. It does not get any easier, I promise. Thank you.